What's up, Facebook family, Instagram family, family all around the world? It is a Sunday night and just wrapped up some very powerful coaching with one of our young leaders at Global Transformation Academy. And I was thinking to myself, I really love this. I love one-on-one coaching. What's up, Ruby? How's it going? I love it because, what's up, Robert? It's really being able to really spend the time with a person to discover who they are, right? With this individual, we did a behavioral assessment that tells them their path to wealth. So learning what is your path to wealth, who you are, and what's your unique makeup, what are your strengths and weaknesses, what should you be doing, and what are your strengths and weaknesses, and what should you highlight, what should you not highlight, and then also learning about habits and rituals. A lot of people, they just get up in the middle of in the morning and they go through their, what they think is a positive routine and not realizing that really doesn't set them up for success. Drinking water in the morning, having healthy fruits, eating the right food that's going to sustain you through the day, and then this thing called priming we talked about as well. What are the rituals that you can do every single day that put you in top performance, in excellence? What are the rituals? So really getting under the hood and learning about who you are, what you're supposed to do, and how to do it, and how to improve your habits is really, really critical. A lot of you, as you watch this, you're an entrepreneur, or you're a leader, or you're an influencer, or you're a sales professional, or if not, we're all in sales, right? Because I always say to people, think about it. We all sell the value that we bring to the world. We all sell the value that we bring to the world, right? So that makes us all a salesperson. A mom, a dad is a salesperson because they're influencing their child to wake up in the morning, brush their teeth, get good grades in school. We're all influencers. And so it's so important to learn how to prime yourself, how to get yourself in that right state to be able to be effective at influence, at leadership, at entrepreneurship. So I love one-on-one coaching because it's so personal, and I learn myself so much from my clients just coaching them. Because what have you also learned about life is you teach something so that you can master and learn it yourself. Essentially, we attract each other. The client and the coach attracts each other because the client is there to show the coach things about the coach. The coach doesn't even know about himself. So it's like a mirror, right? And then we hold each other accountable. So I love it, love it, love it. I have a couple people we're doing 28-step breakthroughs with. So that's another very powerful process. It's much more in depth. And that is a process where you find out what your vision is. So what is your vision? Type in a comment what your vision is. This is 2019. We're about to go to 2020. What's your vision? What are your goals? What's up, Brittany Medrano? How are you, sweetheart? What's your visions? What's your goals? What's your why? And then learning. What's up, Nathaniel? Oh my God, Nathaniel, I haven't seen you in a minute. So learning about your vision and your goals. And then the question in that 28-step breakthrough is, what has stopped you? What has prevented you from achieving that vision and that goals? There's always something or some group of things that stop you or have prevented you from achieving your vision and goals already. So a lot of us have had a goal, we've had it for a while, and yet we're either achieving that goal or we're still declaring the same goal, and year after year we're not getting there. If we're not getting there, well, what's stopping us? What's in the gap? It could be procrastination is a big one. It could be fear. It could be a self-worth conversation. A lot of people don't think that producing at a high level has anything to do with an internal self-worth conversation, but yes, it does. How we see ourselves. Jim Rohn says, yes, you want to be a good reader of life, reader of people, reader of situations. He says, but one of the most important things, you got to look in the mirror, you got to look at yourself. And what is your self-image of yourself? I had a terrible self-image of myself in my 20s and 30s, and finally, through coaching, I finally got unblocked, and I started to create a healthier self-image, a self-image that would require me to ask myself, who do I get to become today? To tap into the greatness that I have in me that you get to do in yourself. So your self-image, how do you see yourself? And what gets to change in your internal world about how you see yourself such that you can then start to evoke that and be that different person you need to be for others. And then finally, one of the most important things is contribution. Who are you? What is your purpose? And how do you play a very unique, powerful role in contributing something or changing something about this world? Because at the end of the day, that's what this is about. We didn't just come here to be lone wolves, achieving what we want for our own life. We came here to make the world a better place. They always say the leader is measured by how he leaves a place better, higher, with more harmony, with more success than when he first started, right? So the legacy. So what's the legacy that you want to live? And oftentimes this includes, meditation. So we're looking at your whole life. We're looking at the wheel of life. And as you know, in the wheel of life, you have 6 or 7 areas of your life. When you're changing an area of your life, that's not the only area you get to work on, right? We've got career and money. You've got family, right? You've got relationships. You've got intimate relationships. You've got health and fitness. You've got personal growth and self-development. You've got spirituality. So that's 6, 7 different areas of life. And then we ask ourselves the question, what is the one area of your life that if you transform that one area of your life would have the biggest impact on your whole life? A lot of people, they want to just make money. Well, that's great. They want to do career coaching. That's great. And then you ask them that question and they realize, oh my gosh, my health and fitness or my relationships or my marriage, something that's draining their battery, that's preventing them creating the results they want to create in a specific area of life, is tied or affected by another area of your life. So we want to look under the hood and just know that in doing this work, which I love, I've noticed that we're actually very similar, and it's very simple. And at the same time, the way we're wired and the way we're constructed with all of these things, 7 areas of our life, and our beliefs and our emotions and our habits and our behaviors and our actions and our values, it's almost like there's a whole structure to our inner core, right? Different layers, different bolts and screws and things. And we want to learn how to build that structure. One-on-one coaching is, to me, almost even more fun. I mean, obviously, I love the seminars, the speaking on stage. Yet that personal touch where I'm able to spend the time to really look under the hood and really dive in deep into the psyche of one person and really help them discover who they are, what their path to success, their path to happiness and wealth is, or whatever it is that they're looking for in life. It's a rewarding process like I can't describe it. It's a feeling of miracles. We call them breakthroughs in coaching. Spiritually speaking, they're actually miracles. And then a miracle actually is an act of love. It's a moment when someone discovers self-love, love of others, and is able to tap into what their creator created them to be. So I'm excited. We just wrapped up our session for today. Just wanted to share this video with you and know that if there's ever a time where you feel you want to look under the hood and figure out things that construct your life in a way that will benefit you, whether it's career, money, or family, or relationships, or intimate relationships, or health and fitness, or personal growth, or spiritually, or whatever it is, know that we're here. Know that Michael Jordan right, had a coach. Phil Jackson, right? All the best athletes in the world have a coach. You don't think the person who's the best athlete in the world doesn't need a coach? Of course they do. The very best in the world needs a coach, because the coach is able to see things that you're not able to see because they're not in your bubble. Most of the times when we live our life, I need a coach. I have 3 coaches, right? So because we're in our own bubble, living our own life, because that basketball player is on the court, really attacking the game and pushing the game, and he can see what he can see, the coach who's off the court can see the whole court, can see the greater flow of the game, can see the energy from a different perspective, from second position, is able to see things that the player on the court can't see. And what we call those, when you're driving, we call those blind spots. A lot of us have blind spots that we can't see because we're the person driving the car, but the person on the side of us in the passenger seat can see things that we can't see. And that's what coaching does. Coaching is really about saving you time, getting you to the results you want to get in your life faster, quicker, better, easier, bigger than ever before. And it actually saves time. It also collapses time. Why? It might take someone 10, 20 years to get to a certain level. Many people have spent their whole lives and still never get to that level. Many people pass away and never achieve their purpose, right? So whether they never make it or they make it and it takes 20 years, how powerful would it be to collapse time? How powerful would it be to take what it would take you 20 years to do and collapse time to 10 years? So now it takes 10 years, and collapse time to 5 years, collapse time to 1 year. What about achieving something in 6 months to a year by figuring out what your blind spots are, by figuring out who you really are, what your path to success, happiness, and wealth is, uncovering what stopped you from achieving those goals until now, removing those blocks, challenges, and then going like in Star Trek, warp speed to achieving your goal. That's exactly what this is. And with that time, you now have time to enjoy it, right? Because you don't want to be in your 60s and 70s. I heard the guy from Kentucky Fried Chicken, right? He was trying for many years to be successful, the founder of Kentucky Fried Chicken, and he finally got his break when he was 80 some years old, and he went out in the street with his recipe of chicken at 70 something or 80 something, and he's out in the street cooking his Kentucky Fried Chicken, and then next thing you know, it was they were lining up to eat it, and next thing you know, he opened a store, and then it franchised, and then became a billionaire. But he became a billionaire in your 80s. Why wait till you're 80? What kind of quality of life do we have when we want to achieve success when we're 80, when you can achieve it in the next 6 months to 1 year? Does that make sense? So anyhow, this is the reason why you would definitely benefit from coaching. This is also the reason why I love coaching, one-on-one coaching specifically, and why it's so powerful, because it's one-on-one. It's master client who also himself or herself is a teacher, because the teacher, the master, always learns from the student as the student learns from the master. It's a very intimate process that I can't quite describe, and it's a beautiful process that creates magnificent breakthroughs, and I call them miracles. All right, you guys, I love you guys. Signing out. Sunday night. Next week, going to be crazy, busy week, and we're gearing up for an event that we have coming up on August 31st, September 1st, which is coming up in a few weeks, a Saturday, Sunday, 2-day event, and that is for entrepreneurs, for leaders, for influencers, for salespeople, or anybody in the space of performing at a higher level. And definitely inbox me. Let me know if you're interested about that event. I love you guys. This is the reason why you need coaching. This is the reason why I love coaching. And this is the reason why it will create breakthroughs and miracles in your life that you could not possibly ever imagine could happen. I love you guys. Talk to you guys soon.